Live from Western New York, this is Self Advocacy in Action with the Self Advocacy in Action crew. Now, here are Gwen Squire and Angelique Everett.
Hello, everybody. I'm Gwen Squire.
And I'm Angelique.
Okay, today we're talking with the crew of Self Advocacy in Action. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. This part of the show, actually. You guys are usually behind the scenes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have some questions to begin with. Let's start out with, who are you, what do you do, and why are you important? Why does it matter? Mike, let's start with you.
I am Mike Rogers. I'm the producer for the show, which means I help coordinate guests. I, help coordinate questions. I work with you a lot, Gwen, when you host the show.
Yes.
I attend our TV show production meetings to make sure what we're talking about and what we want to focus on, because it's not just about the TV show itself. We do many, many other things as well.
Right.
So those are my main duties, of making sure we get guests to actually be on the show and that they know where to go and when to be and all that kind of stuff.
So that's why your role is important.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Jim.
My name is Jim Jowsey. I'm a life coach.
Okay.
And why it's important is I'm kind of help out behind the scenes, helping Mike and Lee and even Angelique over there with the multimedia presentation of Self Advocacy in Action, the website, the audio podcasts, a lot of with the posting of the videos on YouTube. So that's kind of why I matter.
Okay. Lee, how are you?
Okay. Thanks.
So you're Lee, and what do you do?
I own EO EO exceptional entrepreneurs of MR I own Exceptional Entrepreneurs of America.
Very good. And what exactly is that? Is that your own business?
Yes.
Very cool.
Exceptional Entrepreneurs of America is an online networking business, bringing together businesses run and or owned by individuals who have disabilities of development and or physical limitations. It's an online hub for these businesses to promote them.
Wow, I gotta get involved with that.
Cool.
Then, because I want to have my own business someday. Very good to know, Lee. Nice to meet you. Angelique, what's up?
Oh boy. Well, I'm actually one of the co-hosts of the podcast.
Right.
Me and Avery. Which actually would have been nice if Avery was here, really, but I basically go out and interview people
Okay.
on location.
Okay.
We sometimes normally do it at Arts, but we do it on location this time. So I will go to them to interview them. Which is really cool. I got to interview a lot of cool people. I got to interview Jim over there. I got to interview Caitlin, and a lot of cool people I get to interview. So
Okay.
really, yes.
So that's important to you.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Tell us about the podcast. Anybody that, Jim, would you like to answer that?
Okay. It was something that we started about 3 years ago. We had been working with the Self Advocacy in Action folks as far as the television was concerned, and what we ended up doing was we ended up basically just creating an audio podcast series, on demand media, where they could kind of take what you guys do here on the television show and take it a step further. Maybe some more in-depth interviews, maybe stuff that's not as in-depth. Right. And put it in an on-demand format using, people like Angelique, people like Avery, and other self-advocates to kind of get that information out there in an on-demand format. So you don't necessarily have to catch it in a certain time when it's airing. It's on demand anytime, whether it's on your computer or whether it's on your phone. You can catch it at any time, and it's just one more way for self-advocates to exercise their voice.
That's very cool.
So,
tell us about the website. What about that?
Well, the website, again, this was probably, I think we're looking at about 4 or 5 years, where the SA in Action website was, as you guys know, was
Yes.
more of it was a hub just for the television show.
Right.
There was a little bit of information on it, regarding the folks involved with the television show, and you could watch the television show.
Yes.
So we had this idea to where take the selfadvocacyinaction.com and turn it into just a full service hub.
Yes.
Okay. There are dozens of self-advocacy groups here in the Western New York area.
There are.
There's tons of meetings.
Yes.
Each of them have a different goal that they're accomplishing.
Yes.
There's tons of events.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on, and we had determined after looking around that there really wasn't one place where self-advocates, staff, anybody who would be interested in something like that could go to find that information. So we came to you guys, came to Sophia, and kind of got a little partnership going with
Yes.
With EEOA to, I don't want to say take over the website, but
Right.
but we're definitely working on expanding that website. Now
Right.
It's a news portal, it's a calendar, you can watch episodes of the television show.
Yep.
You can listen to episodes of the audio podcast. So that's what selfadvocacyinaction.com over the past few years has become. It has become a portal for at least this area.
Well, what I like about it is the fact that when people will come to me and they'll say, "Well, how can I watch the show?" And of course, we can tell them about the traditional public access. But in this day and age, when everything's on demand, just grab it and go, we can go to them and say, you can watch the show when you want to watch the show.
Yes.
And just click on it and boom, it's there.
Yes.
And the other question that I get a lot of the time is, what is there to do for people with disabilities? There's nothing ever to do. Now we can have a place, one-stop shop, where we can say, okay, if you want to know what's going on in the world of advocacy or people with disabilities, or just in general in the community,
Mm-hmm.
we can say, come here, look, and you'll know what's out there.
Okay. Thank you. And tell us a little bit about the TV show itself that you do.
Well, our TV show has been around for the last 20 years, around that time. I don't want to say exactly how many days and hours and everything like that, but we have spread awareness for all those years on a medium that you don't see people with disabilities on television a lot. You don't see them in film a lot. So I think the fact that we've had this long ongoing relationship with this entertainment medium is just tremendous, and we, as you know, we cover a great amount of topics,
Mm-hmm.
and now that we're digital, you can go back and look at some of those shows.
Yes, and I've done that actually. So, as a matter of fact, BJ Stasio used to be one of the hosts up here, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we've had a bunch of people come through over the
Yes,
years.
you have. Okay, Lee, I have a question for you. You already told me what what about your Biz book? What is that?
eBizBook is an extension of Exceptional Entrepreneurs of America. That is an online list of these businesses. We feature by city, state, type of business, etc. Moreover, it's free.
Awesome.
Cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, we had discovered that a lot of times when you've got self-advocates, individuals with disabilities that are trying to do something, entrepreneurial, something, small
Yes.
business type of thing, what ends up happening is the local television station will catch on and they'll do a wonderful story, and 2 weeks later, well, how do we get a hold of them?
Right.
So, when you're looking at it on social media, once it goes down your feed, where are you going to find it?
Yes.
So that was, we thought that was a problem.
Right.
So what we ended up doing is this was about a year that we spent doing this before we officially launched the website, was just searching all over the country. Every state, we even went up into Canada, just to search for information, the Google, going via the media, the traditional media to find stories on these, on these folks that were just doing really great, wonderful things.
Yes.
And putting that information up on eebizbook.com, that's a permanent archive. You're always going to be able to search it. You can search it by city, you can search it by state, you can search it by what it is that they do, and you can always find this information. So if you want to, if you're in the mood for whatever, if it's whatever, there's so many different, so many different businesses that we definitely just wanted folks to be able to find them forever. So.
What I think is cool about this collaboration is you have exceptional entrepreneurs, you have the TV show, the podcast,
Yes.
and we're really out there in the sense that doing things on location, what we like to see in real time these days, kind of. I mean, it is recorded, but more up to the moment stuff, making sure things are current. And that's just a great example of that. Going to a website to search what's out there, so that people actually get a sense of what people with disabilities can do.
Mm-hmm. Good. How do you access this?
For it's sanaction.com, which is the master website.
Right.
EEOA.com would be the master website as far as Lee's business goes.
Okay.
And the eBizBook is exactly that, eebizbook.com.
Okay. Very good. How many states do you have?
Over 60.
Okay, thank you.
So it's over 60 listings, and I believe it's over 20 states in one province.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
I think that was one of my other questions too. Well, how did you get your business listed on it?
Simply by asking. We try to keep seriously. We try to keep in contact with the with the folks that we've listed, so
Right.
they know that they're listed. It's not a service that we charge a fee for.
Okay.
So it's more along the lines of, okay, well, we discovered this online, or we discovered this business, so we just want to share it with the folks that that use the website. It's as simple as sending us an email,
Okay.
some information, keeping in touch.
I will be doing that then.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Angelique, I have a question for you.
Okay.
You are an author, correct?
yes, I am.
All right, so you wrote a book about bullying and are doing talks in the area, right?
Yes.
Do you have any talks coming up?
Yes, I do. I actually will be at DD Day
Awesome.
next month,
Okay.
which we actually have to work on the last part of my presentation. We're doing a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
And we actually Jim actually had the idea of me doing a workshop,
Oh,
45-minute workshop.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing a workshop at DD Day between 10:30 to 12.
Okay.
And Caitlin will be helping me with that.
Okay.
And we thought it'd be a pretty cool idea to have a workshop. Because, last year I was there. And
Yes, you were.
we did a book reading,
Yes.
with the narratives behind me. But this time we do a workshop. They talk about the process of
Right.
how we got the book, how we written the book and that, how I got the illustrator and stuff. So, and just talk about what I've been through with the book and that
Okay.
in the future.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do you have any talk? You just said you had talks coming up. I have another little question for you. Are you interested in writing any more books?
I'm actually in the process of writing my second book. We kind of writing the concept of the book.
Okay.
I can't really tell you a lot of detail.
That's okay.
But it will be based on respect and manners.
All right. Very
Yes.
good. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about language and stereotypes. Okay. Have you run into different stereotypes about people with with disabilities in your life?
Well, I want to say in general, because I was